Welcome to Charles Travels, the show where we explore the world's most fascinating stories and destinations. I'm your host, Charles, and I'm delighted to have you join me on this journey. Today, we're going to take a trip back in time to the early 20th century, to the life of a remarkable artist who defied borders and conventions with his vibrant paintings. Meet Haroutiun Galentz, an Armenian modernist painter whose life was marked by displacement, resilience, and a passion for art. Born in 1910, Galentz survived the Armenian genocide during World War I and went on to rebuild his life in Beirut, where he became a central figure in the city's artistic and intellectual circles. As we travel through Galentz's story, we find ourselves in the midst of a cosmopolitan hub where East meets West and traditions blend together. We see the influence of French avant-garde painters like Georges Michelet on Galentz's work, as well as the dynamic compositions and emotional depth that would become hallmarks of his style. Galentz's journey takes us from Beirut to the Soviet Union, where he settled after World War II and thrived during the cultural thaw of the 1960s. Despite the challenges he faced, Galentz continued to paint with a radiant, yet elusive and introspective quality, always pushing the boundaries of his art. As we explore Galentz's life and work, we're reminded of the power of art to resist, to heal, and to affirm the human spirit. His paintings, each one a shard of his soul, glow with a clarity and beauty that transcends the circumstances of their creation. From the vivid colors of his portraits to the abstracted landscapes of his later works, Galentz's oeuvre is a testament to the enduring capacity of art to bring us together across borders and cultures. And so, as we conclude this segment of Charles Travels, I invite you to join me on a journey to discover more about this remarkable artist and the world he inhabited. We'll be right back with more fascinating travel adventures on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we continue our journey across America, we're taking a moment to reflect on a tragic event that occurred in a small community in Virginia. A tent collapse at the East Lake Community Church in Monetta, Virginia, resulted in 1 fatality and 22 injuries during an outdoor service on Friday night. As the first spoke with local officials, it became clear that the incident was caused by severe weather, including heavy rain, lightning, and strong winds, which brought down the tent structure. The church had been celebrating its 20th anniversary with a week-long event, and the outdoor service was meant to be a joyful occasion for the community. Pastor Troy Keaton described the scene as chaotic, as the tent collapsed, and his church family suffered a great tragedy. Despite the tent having passed an inspection just days before, the fierce winds proved too much for it to withstand. The community is now coming together to support those affected by this devastating event. As we travel across this great nation, we're reminded that even in the face of tragedy, communities can come together and show remarkable resilience. The people of Monetta, Virginia, are no exception, and our thoughts are with them as they mourn the loss of one of their own and care for those who are injured. In times like these, it's essential to appreciate the importance of community and the power of human connection. As we move forward on our journey, we'll continue to share stories that highlight the strength and spirit of American communities. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we conclude our journey today, I want to take you to the beautiful Coogee Beach in Sydney's eastern suburbs, where a dramatic incident unfolded recently. A woman in her 30s was bitten by a shark, leaving her in critical condition with serious arm and leg injuries. As the first imagine the scene, I picture the tranquil morning at the beach, with the sound of waves gently crashing against the shore. But suddenly, chaos erupts, and the peaceful atmosphere is disrupted by the sight of blood and the sound of sirens. Witnesses describe a lady asking for help, and lifeguards rushing to her aid. One witness, Mayara, recounted seeing a lot of blood in the water and hearing the shark alarm go off. Another witness, Oakley Lamb, described the splashing in the water and the sudden turn to havoc. The victim was pulled from the water by members of the public, who commenced first aid until emergency services arrived. As the first reflect on this incident, I'm reminded of the power and unpredictability of nature. Coogee Beach, known for its gentle surf, is a popular spot for locals and tourists alike. But even in the most unexpected places, danger can lurk beneath the surface. The incident serves as a sobering reminder to respect the ocean and its creatures. As we enjoy the beauty of our beaches and waterways, we must also be mindful of the risks and take necessary precautions. As we conclude today's journey, I want to leave you with a sense of appreciation for the beauty and fragility of life. Whether we're traveling to new destinations or enjoying familiar haunts, let's always be aware of our surroundings and cherish the moments we have. That's all for today's Charles Travels. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep on traveling.